I crown you King TJ.
I mean, to be fair, if we gave Pappy for all, I could be president.
Speaking of celebrities.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We are in our semifinal round. Is that how this thing works? Yeah, sure.
That's
we'll call it
how that works. There's four left.
Yeah, four left. Magically, it's all Chuck and one of me. Seems like, is this best
Sorry
whiskey
about
of the year?
It's every competition done on this channel.
Pretty much. One of these days, that's what we're going to do. We are going to set up a competition. Can TJ beat Chuck? Like, TJ gets infinite money whatsoever, and we're going to hold Chuck to under $50.
You won. You had the best whiskey of the year.
I need a lot of Patreon help.
Best whiskey of 2022 is yours.
Yeah.
Now, I also had the same bottle, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly. 5 of them sitting behind me, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, so we are to my number one entry, which was, we don't know.
Number one by name only or number only.
Versus Charlie's number 2. And then we got Chuck's number 1 versus Chuck's number 3. So I'm excited. So let's go UV me. Let's see if I can actually make it to the finals. It'll be close. Sweet dough.
Are you saying it's sweet dough or
sweet dough?
Dough.
Sweet and then dough.
Yeah, it's sweet dough.
I got you. I see what you're putting down now.
All right. It's not a bad, like, it's not overly doughy though. Like, that's not a bad description, but it's like it's like a sweet mash.
It is a pleasant nose. Like, there is not anything bad about the nose. You're just knowing it's a little bit younger. Side by side, though, I'm going to go with mine over yours for the nose.
Sorry. Oh, are you kidding me? Get out of here. That is like caramel and cherry.
It's a lot more subdued. Like, I got to be left in a dark room alone with it. No other smells in the room.
And sensory deprivation chamber?
Yeah.
What are you looking
basically,
for?
Yep, exactly that. And then I finally find a little bit of that dark cherry notes.
I mean,
it's very light.
I can go light. I think what I was getting initially was that the glass had sat there for a little bit. So it was, the volatiles had increased in the by volume in the glass. Where I got that robust just poof of caramel and cherry that it did go away. But I'm not getting that, like, your nose has a little bit of, not yours. You have a nice nose, TJ. I'm not. The nose on your number one here. A little bit of grain. So the sweetness is nice. A little bit of like a toasted brown sugar too.
Interesting. So I was about ready to just like straight up say yours wins. But there was something with the transition from the palate to the finish that was not pleasant.
So I was almost like, initially the nose to me on mine is like the clear winner. But then when I taste it, it's not the clear winner. Like, I was expecting more. Like, I was expecting it to lead you into something else.
Yeah.
To be the crescendo, so to speak. And it didn't.
Like, now I just really want to know what everything is, because like I went in, the bottles I put in, I was like, oh, there's no way any of these will be good. But these aren't.
Yeah, like, what you have. So Hidden Barn, Bradshaw,
and Hardin's Creek. Like, I firmly expected the Hardin's Creek to make it the furthest.
I think this is Hardin's Creek.
It could be.
I think it's got to be the Hardin's Creek.
Yeah.
So we're about to advance a 2-year bourbon.
To be fair, though, the reason I put the Hardin's Creek in is because everyone was trashing it, and I thought it would do a lot better in a blind than people realized. because it's got a lot of good characteristics to it. The problem everyone has is what Chuck
Is
was bringing
value.
up is 2 years, $80. Like 2 years should be like $20 to $40,
Yeah.
which is why it's a celebrity bourbon, because they are grabbing the Beam name to crank it up to $80. All right. So yeah, I think they're both very good. I'm going to say mine. Like, I think it's just a little bit more across the board together. In yours, there's just this little note. I don't know what it is. I'm not a fan of. Mine just has that consistency across the board. So
There's a little bit of a sharpness at the back of it's like the back end of the palate of mine that I like and then the finish comes back to me. It's a bit more robust than yours, but
yeah.
like I gotta believe like I get some Beam characteristics to this that I like.
Yeah.
Reminds me a little bit of a Knob Creek. Obviously it's young. So you get a little bit of that grain character. But it still has some of that like malty nuttiness that I like. So I'm gonna go with you as well. I think I'll go with number one. Or yours.
Sounds good. Yep.
Yep.
So we have no idea what it is, but
No idea.
Soon to be told.
Through to the final.
It's so unfortunate that like they know, because I will add the elements in since we've recorded all this.
Excuse me.
But we have no idea.
Yeah. So now they're just laughing at us, TJ.
Yeah. Yeah. They're like, you like Hidden Barn suckers.
No way.
Oh, so what would you prefer? That is Hidden Barn or Bradshaw?
I think it's Orange Creek, so I'm just going to stick with that, and I'm going to be happy
But
in
if
my
it's
moment
not-
until proven otherwise.
All right. So now we're going with your first and your third submission.
Sorry, the answer was Bradshaw.
Yeah. Wow.
Right. Okay. So my number one.
All right.
So this is our last of our final four matchup here.
So the left sample, right? Is that left? I don't know.
Yep.
I never know this
My left.
inverse thing when like the video goes and everything. This one for you viewing is Chuck's 1, and this one for you viewing is Chuck's 3. Your 3 has a way better nose.
I don't know what your deal is tonight. We are not agreeing. Maybe it's this this cold that it's shifted my nose. Perhaps I don't know.
So your first one here, it's got that sweet oaky like. I just keep thinking like chewing on
a bit of a
cane sugar.
Oh, I get a little bit of a toffee character out of this.
Yeah,
toffee with a T.
So I guess what I should say is like, again, my head is in the traditional bourbon smelling. And the second one has more of the traditional bourbon. It's oak, it's vanilla, it's caramel.
Ooh, that is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm with you. Nose is better on the second. That's nice. Yeah, there's like a little bit of a. Well, I mean, I think this is the Tennessee.
Yeah, I think this is Tennessee versus.
We're just you get a little bit of that
Store.
Young, raw, unrefined. Or I mean, it's a toasted oak, is what it is. It's but it's young. It's not typically like a young grain or a young bourbon note per se, but it's a young wood note, a young toasted note that comes through there. That it's probably not the best done, right? Like we did our toasted flight, love Barrel Vantage. They did phenomenal with that, and this is probably not done as well.
I'm not gonna lie. Whatever this first one is, I kind of want it on my shelf because it's different and good, but there are some parts of it that I'm just like, I don't really enjoy. But It's still different and good. Like it's unique in a good way, more good than bad.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But no, the second one, boy, and even in the palate and finish, you just get like this. It's syrupy. You get this syrupy sweet, and then there's enough oak and char to get like it's aged.
Yeah.
This is just a really good drinking bourbon.
Yeah. Yeah. So I with that, I feel like we're agreed that the second one wins.
Yeah, I think it's got to be.
Yeah.
This is just so well balanced.
Mm-hmm.
The edges, the rough edges are smoothed. Like this is well sanded.
Yeah.
Really nice, sweet through the palate. Again, great texture. Yeah. Well aged.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it just works together. The other one has a lot of good qualities, but there's still some rough edges, I think is the best way to say it. That just doesn't carry it on. So, but again, I'm super excited to finally know what everything is, even though you jerks of people out there in the real world
already
do know what everything is. I mean, we could be completely losers. We could be doing, I don't know, Bradshaw versus
could be.
What's the worst?
I didn't submit anything bad, so
no. Okay, Brothers Bond.
Hey,
so yeah,
don't talk bad about them.
Yeah, I know you love your Vampire Diaries. So with that, cheers, and tune in next week to our final. Like,
we'll see you for the final,
and we finally get to know what in the world we drink. So this will be exciting. So
our best celebrity bourbon.
Yeah.
Under $100. Maybe we should caveat. No, our best celebrity bourbon. There we go.
Yeah, I think we got that until a celebrity sends us a better bourbon.
This is the Grammys of Power Bourbon. No,
I challenge you, celebrities out there, send us a better bourbon. I dare you. Double Dog, dare you.
Oh,
cheers.
There he did it. He did it. Double Dog. Yep. See you next time. Stay neat.
Have fun.